once the best game in the whole country. Then they were the secret boss with Terry, and currently they're one of the secret bosses rocking on Kazuya. You know, it's a pattern. I've seen that people that play or try to go on with the FGC characters, they follow a pattern and keep going with the newest or the upmost upcomers that come from the FGC, and Kazuya being one of the newest and one of the best, if not the best out of all of them. I'm not surprised whatsoever that this is Nito's current character. So it's gonna be hero against
Exactly.
Kazuya, and I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work out. I have heard before that swords do well against Kazuya, but it all comes down to the practice, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Right now, as we said, it is going to be hero. I actually like this hero skin. You know, I like the little hamster over there. I was forgive me because I haven't played Dragon Quest in my life, so I don't know the name of this hero. But what I know is that Nito is just applying so much pressure right now to Nair. That nice heal coming out from Nair's part, and Nito needs to actually be aware of which of the spells are coming into the cycle of Nair, because you can get surprised by something if you're not aware of that.
By the way, in case anyone's wondering, Nair is currently rocking the fat Kaori. He's actually talking about Kaori Miyasano from the anime Your Light in Airport. In case you have never seen it, you have to see it through nowadays, or you're gonna be losing on one of the best, if not the best anime ever in a rom-com situation. And on the other hand, that's already giving him powers. It's the first stock of Nair Society he's taking on Nito, and he's already rocking up his world with all the rates that he's taking on with that side B. Manages to land 45%, but that's gonna be a stock. That's gonna be not enough. It's 142%. Uses that movement to just try to reposition himself within the stage and manages to land back into the middle of the stage, but that gap is not enough to close on the stock.
Hero already 157%. It is a dangerous position for both of them, because if Hero gets a critic, I'm sorry, or if Kazuya just manages to land a Spartan grab, as I like to call it, or even that, it is most likely, and it was.
Yeah,
Just, you know,
just
yeah, I mean, there was
side percentage.
yeah, I could have said it for that exactly. So, and this is a nice use of the bones right here, because Kazuya cannot space with his laser if you're using the bounce, and the flame slash is going to take out Nito's second stock.
Stage. Yeah, and you gotta respect the flame slash hitbox. It's deceiving. It's deceiving, if to say the least. So of course, currently Nito is on the verge of losing this game. Number one, he's struggling a little bit to understand where to land, where to go against Nair. Even though he's taking on the right options to get in, approach against Nair, Nair is just taking a step back every single time, goes for the burst option with the side B, and manages to land blows that are quite significant against Nito. Nair, on the other hand, he goes for the check-in on the platform, but Nito finally waking up against Nair, evens up the stocks, but he's already on the losing verge of these last stocks.
But Psychop is already on play, and the bounce once again. The twat is ready. He wanted to hit that real hard, and he wanted that real. Oh my god, you need to be careful there. You don't want to get spiked by Kazuya in this situation, especially whenever he's at 105%. It was most likely gonna be the stock, but if Hero doesn't have the boost right now, I don't think Anapno is going to be enough to take him past his stock, so there needs to work out something to take out Nito's stock.
It's a Psycho power-up, so anything could make a mess out of Nito, and that's exactly as she rose. Nito loses on against Nair on game number one, but it's just as Grandpa once said, anyone can win game number one. Yeah. It's a famous last words from my grandpa. Anyone can win game number one.
Yeah, exactly.
Last player.
Your grandpa was wise.
Rest in peace, grandpa.
It is wise. That's so wise. I mean, anyone, exactly. I might get that on my chest. So anyone can win game one. And it's actually true. It is actually true.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen some.
It's a download game. You know, it's a free trial
before. Exactly. But already, Nair just working with a 1-0 on the score. And let's see what's going to be his response right now.
Okay, Nito already making up the right moves against Nair, manages Nair to make him strip, and that down there was quite enough and quite the opening to let the finish against Nito. That was totally unexpected on Nito's side, on the viewership side, on the caster side. None of us expected that block was gonna be what was gonna be enough at that percent. The higher your percent, the higher the chances that you get to lose your stock. But it was just 74%, so that was a little bit low to say the least.
Yeah, exactly. But Kazuya, with just the touch of punishment, if he touches you, he can turn your stuff to dust. As we just need to just applying some nice conversion from Kazuya, the bread and butter classic, but you need to have them memorized. And I don't actually pretty sure if they are easier with the smash bugs. They might be, but it's you're gonna take out credit from that. But Nair working with the Psych-Up right now. I think it is the Psych-Up, right? It is not the
Yeah, it's a stack up. Yeah. So he's already trying to rack up damage against Nito. It's 92%. Goes for the crackle chest slash, but the hitbox did him or barely missed the sweet spot onto the ledge. The Psych-Up once again being at hand, so Nito has to take the chances. And that forward throw, it's not gonna be enough, but at least let's Nair to reconsider his options against Nito and land that kaboom otherwise. So it's just 4 MP points that you have to take in chance. As of right now, Nair has to play a little bit more defensive on his mana because he's not holding anything. But that parry just manages to charge up all the way to 50%, actually.
Yeah, right now he has enough mana to work something out right now. I think the boosts are definitely on play in this situation. Nice shield pressure applied by Nair, and he just don't want to let Nito breathe. And that almost caught Nito off guard. And if he missed that, he could have gotten into a tech situation that would have punished him real hard. Right now, they need to be really careful, both of them, because Kazuya, we know the touch of punishment can even this out.
And forward smash, I smell I feel that forward smash going. I feel like Nair has just deceived me a little bit. But the Metasama, that's gonna be
enough. It is
more than enough.
It is.
He had it charged the whole match to the point that just let Nito forget that was an option. He
exactly.
Yeah, he charged it from the first minute of the game, and he never let it rip. He never used it until Nito forgot that was still a chance. That was still an option to take care of, and that was the moment where he just read that rollout, took the Murasama onto his face, and
he never showed a sign of it.
Yeah,
during the entirety of the set.
Gotta secure the kill.
That was nice. That was a really nice decision making coming up from their part. Actually, I don't think that that wasn't a roll. I'm pretty sure that wasn't a roll. It was just Kazuya was dashing back. And remember that Kazuya only has invincibility whenever he's dashing forward. So that's why it called him. And it closed out the stock. And they're just punishing real hard Nito. They're already at 81%. But, we know, everybody knows that Kazuya with a touch of punishment can even this out.
Okay, Kaboom just right. I feel like he just went for the option, but there was no actual reason behind it. I would say otherwise. But it's Nito finally fighting back against Nair. He's already taking him all the way to 84%. Nair's on the struggle. Oh my god! That's gonna be a snooze, and that's gonna be the stock, and that's gonna be the hit. No! He barely survived!
He survived by a hair right there. And wow, that was so close. I actually didn't thought that he might have been able to hit that snooze. That was such a surprise. But right now, Nair closing out Nito's first stock, and it's looking like an even percentage once again.
I like Rick God facing to the up smash. That's gonna be more than enough from Nair. It's already an even percent against Nito. And I actually gotta thank Nito. He's showing us a lot of Kazuya deck, a lot of Kazuya's interaction that we wouldn't see otherwise from anyone else. And I feel like he's finally understanding what he has to do. He has to struggle against Nair. He's gotta keep him on close. But the fact that Nair just takes a step back and baits every single interaction from Nito, or uses the side B just to create space between them, it's making Nito struggle a little bit in these interactions.
Oh, I actually thought he was gonna look for an F match in that situation because Nito definitely was in some awkward position at the top left side of that platform, and he hit him with that side B, but quite didn't lead to anything. So Nito needs to find a conversion
Looking
if
for
he
the
wants to
tag.
take out Nerd's stock as soon as possible, and that is pretty. It's not such a hard task to Kazuya because he hits like a truck. I think he hits even harder than a truck.
Okay, that's gonna be a psycho. That's gonna be enough match, and there's only 11. There's only 4, but he's being saved by the platform. He had not enough mana to make it back into the station. He was taken way too forward, way too far from the ledge, and the platform just saved him as it's saving Nair's stuck. He manages to make it back, and he's already at 144%. Nito has to bring up something new to the table. He's gonna read the sub, and he actually manages to land that blow, but it's just not enough, man.
Yeah, he's trying to recover some stage control right now in there. He doesn't have that much mana on his hand, but you see what? Oh, I heard a Jackman, but that was just a misheard by my power bot already with a 171%. Just trying to seal out this stock as soon as possible. Maybe with a critic, maybe with a shield break. You don't know, because Nair and Hero are just a bag full of surprises.
All right, actually, it's Nito dashing in, dashing forward into the kaboom. Lands the whole blow into his face. Nito struggling a little bit, but he's got a comeback factor. We gotta take that in count. As long as he takes on Nair the stock from that dash attack, he's got a full chance to make it back and take on the first game against Nair. And of course, it's still King Cap winning the winner's bracket. It all comes down to his patience. It's just about time that he just takes a step back and tries to read into Nair's mind and lets him just struggle to get in against Kazuya. That's a hit, that's another hit, and he barely misses the follow-up from that forward tilt.
Like a bit some plays, so I think he might be looking for an up throw. So Nito needs to look out for that. And only with 20%, the accelerate is so boosted right now. Everything is under, it's on the play right here. But Kazuya with the touch of punishment can just bring this back. Is it going to be a game? Or wow, this
That's where it
was
begins.
That was nice. Yeah,
That's where it begins.
Oh my God, he needs to be careful. Nice air that's coming up from Nerd, but actually surviving that up much because I think with that rage, that mostly would have been stopped.
There's only 12 mana left, and the overextension from those jabs went unpunished. The psych up once again. He just needs that flow, and that's all she wrote. There, dominantly takes on Nito at 3-0 with a handshake, and that's the run that Nito had to offer on the winner's bracket, of course, because he still has the lower bracket. Nair moves on winning the tournament, and proves on that he's probably one of the best heroes in the whole country, if not the whole world.
I think the whole war actually, but we just saw some great display of Smash right there. But actually, that game it's not like it was so a Nair's favorite, but it was much more like you have to be aware of Kazuya's raw power to close out his stocks with one interaction. So one misinteraction by Nair would have been a KO.
Yeah.
So he needed to play this perfectly.
Yeah. So shout out to Nair. He actually played it quite on paper. Every single time that Kazuya was trying to close in the distance, closing up the gap, he just took a step back and went for the side B, went for the neutrally. Just any kind of tool that he had available to widen the gap between them, he just took it. And of course, that's something that if you are gonna analyze this set, you're gonna analyze that interaction and be like, okay, he was thinking.
Yeah,
He was actually thinking quite ahead of his opponent.
Oh my God, that was such